ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a toss play to the right. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking for a man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense produces 6 points.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to the air on the first play. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the... defense and their run fits on that play.
A serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Downfield shot. Falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Fielding the puck, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gets loose. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the white flat. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense.
Jump right over the defender.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And it's a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Choosing to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
TCU, 0.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Direct snap. It's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
An important third down attempt for this offense. QB keeper all the way. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Horned Frogs offense is on the move now. It's a toss to the left side. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He finds the running back in the flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what you love to see from any quarterback. He's not forcing or predetermining where he wants to go with the football. He obviously wanted to get the ball downfield to a receiver, but nobody's open, so he got the ball to the running back out wide and does a nice job of picking up a first down.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He keeps it on the design run. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Direct snap. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. They'll feed the back again. He shreds the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Breaks an open space. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. The pass rush closing in. Catches made behind the line of scrimmage. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown. Tied.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Jackson. What a step on. Tackled at the 23. Brought it out. Tried to make a play with good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Offense after the sack. Fakes the snap and takes off on the run. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Set up at the 30. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a first and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Wrapped down the middle. It's Marshall. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. and they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a wide receiver screen. Finds room to the 30. Touchdown. Comes in time. No chance to catch him there. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense, putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's a good field position to start the drive. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Back in motion now, and it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10. The back's got it. They're fighting him off. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Nice grab. It's Vasquez. Now got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short game.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
offense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He lets it go. Makes the catch in space. And make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
An inside deals now from the shotgun. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Horned Frogs will line up here on first down and goal.
Here we go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Look at the blazing speed to that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
Might have to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The Alabama offense onto the field. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Making people miss. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bama.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. And he keeps it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Direct snap. Oh, look at the quick cut. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And it's a direct snap. Got the first down and still motoring. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Has the first down and more. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Bites off a defender. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. He dropped it on the final play. That's a fitting ending for this offense.